2000.
Yeah.
June 3rd, 2000.
Yeah.
And this is going to be the beginning of Tim and Eva's wild adventure. So we're going down. What are we going to do today, Grandma? We're gonna head down towards Eldon and Dowds.
Yeah.
And we're going to. What's tonight?
My 74th alumni banquet.
Alumni banquet.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
And we're going to drive around through the country that you haven't seen yet.
Okay. This will be the first time that I've really gone down and really researched everything down where Grandma lived.
And we'll go to my sister's that lives in Dowds.
And that would be Catherine and Daryl.
Yeah.
They live right there in Dowds.
Yes.
Fantastic. Now this is the place you've lived for the last how many years?
I've lived here about 5 years.
About 5 years. This is a little an apartment, Southern Hills.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And you like this place?
Yeah.
This is one of about 10 different places I think you've lived, isn't it?
I never stopped to figure it out.
Well, we're going to figure it out today.
But there are some places that when I was a kid that I was in, but that you can't, their houses are gone.
Okay, okay. All right, well, we're signing off for now.
There's Tim and Stephanie and me, too.
What year would have this picture of you been taken?
Well, I graduated in 1926.
Oh, that's your graduation picture, 1926. All right.
Yeah.
All right, we got Grandma's step here.
Yes.
I even got a target for her to land on. Hey, that works pretty slick, huh?
You betcha.
All right. Nothing but the best for my grandma.
Where are you going to put that?
Well, I'll put that on the other side. Okay, here we are in Marshalltown at Edgeland Drive, and this is where Grandma and Leo lived. Actually, half-time here and half-time in Keosauqua. Wasn't that the way it worked out?
Yeah.
And Leo was your third husband.
Oh yeah, you must tell him that.
Oh yeah. And he's the one that I remember most.
I suppose.
I vaguely remember Frank.
Uh-huh.
But I really remember Leo a lot.
Yeah.
And he grew up in Keosauqua.
His life.
All his life.
All his life.
Yeah.
He was a twin, and they're all passed on.
And this is the house that I remember coming to as a little kid with Mom and Dad, and you would always have the toys underneath the TV. So I'd always play with the toys underneath the TV. And then you had a sale here about 5 years ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
And sold most of your household things and then moved into the little apartment.
Yeah.
All right. Did you like living here?
Oh, yes, but I just couldn't take care of everything.
Okay.
You know, yard and keep the place up.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yes, it is.
Now you moved, where did you move from to move here? Did you move from the trailer at Stephen Joyce's house?
No, because when I was in the trailer, then I went to Eldon. I lived at Eldon.
Oh, you lived in Eldon from the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you moved from Eldon to this house?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's hard to keep up with you, Grandma. All right, here, we're going to continue down the road.
Well,
Can you describe where we're at?
We're a few miles north of Ferguson.
Okay.
About the best I can tell you.
And this is what I used to know as the Whitaker's house. Bill Whitaker.
Oh, yeah.
Now you lived here, right?
Yeah, from
You remember?
1930 to 1953.
1930 to 1953.
Yeah.
So this is what my mom, Carolyn, this is where she grew up.
Yeah.
So this is what she considered home. Now, Whitaker sold it several years ago, and I'm not sure who lives here now.
Well, it's somebody that your mother knows.
I don't remember their names, but they've done a lot of improvements to the house.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. I got to go in the house, and Whitaker did it. It's an altogether different looking house.
Is that
inside.
right?
We had a great, big, long kitchen, and they made it into a living room.
Oh, really? Huh. You always have a big garden out here, Grandma?
Oh, a huge garden.
Did you? Was it in the same spot, more or less?
Yeah, but it don't look like there's anything but flowers and grass. Oh, that was any garden.
No, maybe not. So from about 1930 to 53.
We went to Conrad.
Okay, you moved to Conrad.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, we got some more road tripping to do, don't we? All right, well, we're signing off. We are just another mile or so south of Whitaker's, and we're at what is now Steve and Joyce Salasek's house. And Grandma, you lived here, right?
I had my trailer here.
You had a trailer, and it was closer to the road, and kind of at an angle, wasn't it?
Well,
Maybe?
Maybe so.
I think it was a little closer to the road. And how long did you live here?
Well, I moved here in, wait a minute, 63. We moved here in 63.
Okay, from 63 until when?
Till Frank and I got married, which was in 65.
Okay. And when you got married to Frank, that's when you moved to Eldon.
Yes.
So you moved from here to Eldon.
Yeah. And
Okay.
this is our this is the garage that we had over on the Ferguson place, and the men built it themselves.
And where's the Ferguson place?
Well, that's what I call where Whitaker's.
Whitaker's. Okay,
Yeah.
you call that the Ferguson place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you lived at the Whitaker's house, or the Ferguson place, did you go to Ferguson for?
The kids all went to school.
They all went to school
and
there.
They graduated all but Clarence and Ralph. Clarence and Dwayne graduated from Conrad after we
Conrad.
moved up there.
Okay. Now, did you go to Ferguson for like, groceries and supplies? And is that
No.
where you went, or where did you go?
No, we went to Ferguson.
You
or
went to Marshalltown. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ferguson didn't have all that much stuff.
Okay. Now, where did you move from to here? You moved from Conrad
No.
to this place?
Yeah, but I got to get straightened out here. We moved from over by Lamoille to the Ferguson place.
To the Ferguson place. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know about Lamoille.
Well, we moved from Keosauqua up to Lamoille for 2 years
Oh, okay.
because the Andrews lost everything they had during the Depression, and Grandpa Andrews had farms down there and they lost them, and
Okay.
all came up here. Was over there for 2 years.
And then you moved from Lamoille, then to this,
To this place
the-
over here, Ferguson.
to the Ferguson place.
And it was getting up, in those days you moved the 1st of March.
Oh, really?
That's the way it was, everybody did.
I see.
Well, it was getting awful close to the 1st of March, and we didn't even know where we was going to move to.
Uh-oh.
And
So how did you acquire this place then? How did you acquire the Ferguson house, the Ferguson place?
well, I think Winifred, she got a hold of somebody, the Brennicks. It belonged to all the Brennicks.
And that was the Brennick place.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you bought it from them. And you bought,
No, we didn't buy it.
or you just rented?
We never did buy anything
Okay.
except this 40 acres here.
Did you buy the 40 acres at the same time?
No, that was bought when we lived over here, way back when,
Okay.
for $65
An acre.
an acre.
Wow. What a deal.
Yeah.
Or it seemed like it now, anyway.
Well, yeah.
All right. Well, let's head south.
I guess it's time to go south.
All right. Taking a look at the 40 acres that Grandma bought that has now since been sold. Grandma sold it, and the purchaser built a house right there and now has sold it again. And they've taken a lot of the trees out, farmed a lot of the tree trunks out, and who knows what they're going to do with it now. Go anywhere?
It's more freight, I think.
Oh, it's freight? But it did have a train station though, right?
Yeah, guess so. We used to go to Tama to catch the train.
Oh, you did? And where would you go when you go?
Well, Winifred and Ben lived up in Michigan, Wisconsin.
and who was Ben?
That was Winifred Andrews' husband,
Oh, okay.
Ben Frimmel.
Okay.
And they lived up there, and my kids gone up on the train to see them.
I see.
It was on this road. It was gravel road. They hadn't paved it yet.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're on tape, Grandma. Now tell me first of all, how many kids do you have? How many kids did you have?
I had 6.
You had 6 kids.
3 boys and 3 girls.
And then how many?
And then I had 17 grandchildren.
17 grandchildren.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now it's got down to the great-grandchildren. And that's 31.
31
I
great-grandchildren.
think that's right.
You're responsible for 31 great-grandchildren. Good grief, Grandma.
And I've got 3 great-great-grandchildren.
3 great.
That's Kathy's girl.
Sure. Well, President Clinton's talking about his legacy.
Oh,
Well, you've left quite a legacy yourself. You know that?
I didn't know he was talking about that.
Well, all the presidents always talk about what kind of legacy they're going to be leaving behind after they leave office.
I guess you know about him. You don't have to have that they must have went, my mother's people must have went to Dowd's. My grandfather used to, way back when he used horses,
Yeah.
he had a Watkins route and a Raleigh's route, and went to different places in the country and sold things out of a vehicle, like, the Watkins and Raleigh's had all kinds of, vanilla and he sold that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Spices.
Kind of like the Schwann's man.
Well, something on that.
Something like that. So your mother was from Hedrick.
Uh-huh.
Was she born in Hedrick?
That's what I do. The first I knew about her
Okay.
was when she passed away. That my sister wrote up an article and said that our mother was born here.
I see.
So there's lots of Ackermans, and that was her name.
Her maiden name was an Ackerman.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so there's lots of family lives around here.
I see. And your dad
Lived in Dowd.
lived in Dowds and
Oh,
was
his side. Now
okay.
wait a minute here.
Can we take a right here?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it was icy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it was icy. We just turned around and went back. We went that road there. This one takes you to Fairview.
Right.
And maybe Dale came down here to get a load of. Well, anyway, they had an overload, and they saw that way station. They hurried up and went some other way, so they wouldn't have to go.
Oh, is that right?
That way
They'd have to go past the way station.
Now,
Oh, they
I'll show
did?
it to you. Look just like them.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
We're in the picture.
Okay.
Okay, now do I hold a pitchfork too? I can't remember. Okay, here we are. We're in Eldon, Iowa. And Grandma Miller and I are standing in front of the American Gothic house. Is there anything you want to say, Grandma?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So
Places, I guess, that they stopped over or something. I don't know. It was a building that they, way back when.
So this is the building that is on Frank's old farm,
Well,
or maybe close.
how was that?
And they used to use it.
Frank's farm's on the other side of all those buildings. But
Okay.
he wanted this building here left here. There used to be
And you
a
said they used to use that for barges, or people that.
I think so.
Back when the ships came up the river?
You can't imagine ships coming up the Des Moines River that they used to
Huh.
from Keosauqua. And there was a house here, and they tore it down. This was that same ship. Chief up there, CCHI.
Oh, okay.
There was an Indian that lived here. There was a house here. They tore it down.
I see.
Indians lived here. Black Hawk. There's quite a story about it.
So this was your house?
Yeah. Now, why don't you turn up there? I just for fun, I'd like to see you live to see who they are. Turn in here.
So what do you remember most about this place, Grandma?
There was 2 bedrooms in that house.
The old barn used to be where the garden is?
No, it was up there where he is.
Oh, okay.
West of where he just went around that
Ah,
hill.
okay.
There was a
And you lived here from
65
65?
till 73.
till 73, and that's when Frank passed away.
Yes.
Was 73. Okay. Des Moines and see the car races. They have them there occasionally.
They say they're going to this year, I guess.
Have carts.
That's what I heard.
Now, where does Frank's son live now?
Well, he lives in close to Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
I just talked to him yesterday and told him what I was doing.
Oh, really?
And he and his wife aren't either one of them very good, but he's not very much older than I am.
Oh, really?
He was born in 1915.
Okay.
He's up there in years. He has to have oxygen now here.
Okay.
And see that great big sign that says the biggest underground.
Go ahead and read it.
Dowd's, Iowa, home of Dowd's Stone Incorporated, Iowa's largest underground limestone mine.
All right. So what can you tell me about Dowd's, Grandma? We're on tape here.
Out down here. Go
Okay.
down here, we're going to turn.
Okay.
Well,
This is where you grew up, right?
This is where I grew up.
And this is where your dad grew up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah. Well, that looks like Mary Nell. That's my sister's. I don't
Smile.
want to be on the camera.
Smile. Say cheese.
I want you to go around and introduce everybody, Grandma. Point them out, and I'll point the camera to them. Who's this guy over here?
This is my brother-in-law.
Do you remember, Grandma?
Yeah, this is my brother-in-law, Darrell Weller. He's 80 years old.
Oh, 80 years old. Boy, she had to throw that in there, didn't she, Darrell?
He looks real neat today. I'm going to make him go change his clothes.
And who's this young lady?
That's sister-in-law.
Which one?
Well, this one right here.
Right here?
Yeah.
Well, this is my sister.
Okay.
Catherine.
And how old is she?
I guess she's 78.
Oh, not yet.
Oh, not
Oh, she's just a spring chicken.
yet. Not till I'm 92, huh?
I'll be
2 years.
78. The last day.
Well, 2 weeks before
I
after
won't be
mine.
78 till
And who's this over here?
Well, this is my niece, Mary Nell Northup. I don't know how old she is.
Well, I'm just. She told you. Well,
Yeah.
Just a youngster.
61.
39. Oh, 30. 39.
62 till
All right.
That's one of my graduating classes.
You
Celebrating
got
their
it on
60th.
camera right there, ain't
You bet. You can see it.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Your graduating class is
60th,
celebrating what?
60th this year.
I wonder if there's any more in my bunch coming.
How many's in your class left?
About
I
6.
told Harold Harriman the other day you was coming.
Well, that's what
I've
he
told him.
always comes.
I've
Anyway.
told him 2 or 3 times.
He always comes, but it's some of them other geeks that don't come.
And I told
Maybe they
Madeline
live a
that.
long way.
What'd you call them, Grandma?
I told Madeline that yesterday.
Well, she won't come to my.
Geeks? You have geek classmates, Grandma?
Is she your age?
Madeline, not, no.
She older?
Oh, yeah.
She was school day. She's 90. She's 90-some.
She's probably 95
Five.
or 6 or 7.
She's still alive too.
I'm over yard
Yeah.
every Thursday.
She has to
Whether it
have
needs it or
a
not.
lady come in every day, or stay with her.
Oh.
Who is your other classmate, Sandy?
Uh,
Beth?
Dutch fellas.
That Dutch fellow, I haven't seen him since I graduated. I don't
They
think.
can't get him to go.
No, I know it. We ought to just go down there and get him. Go take his
Remember
picture.
them?
I'd go down there and honk. He'd come out and talk to me.
And then, Lawrence Finney,
Where's he live? Is he blind?
he lives in Chicago, I think. I see in the last county paper that his sister Nellie Finney is in place.
Yard?
Yes, and look things over. Tell me they're gonna take a picture of me in front of my birthplace. There where she was born. And you might run us off.
No, you wouldn't do that.
Well, I don't know. A year or so? They built it new all the way back. And then she closed it down all of a sudden and it never did. Well, it was in there before that. Well, yeah, it was, the old one, but this is a new one.
You watch your step.
How old is it? Oh, boy. How old is it? Told what the date was on it.
See, they built on the church back here. I've never been back here since they built that on.
Old barn back there that I tied my horse up in.
You want to go in that schoolhouse?
Oh, we'll probably some other time, but not right now.
Well, they used to
Right
do.
here. Well, I
Good
know.
deal, ain't
Over
it?
here, but
Would have been back in the old Model T days, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
down the bottom of this hill, there didn't used to be a bridge. You just
No.
crossed on rock.
Yeah. I used to play in that creek.
Is that right?
Yes.
And you said you drove your buggy
Yeah.
from home here to the school?
Yes.
How many miles?
Leando.
Well, I don't know how far it would be.
Couple miles? At least? Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? And saddle up the horses every day? Or
My dad did just one.
is that okay?
But I took it and put it in the barn and hitched it, put it
Well, up there, it's just that.
Describe what it is again, Grandma.
Oh, that old house up there, that's the one that my parents lived in when I was about in high school, and that's where Catherine was born. Little bitty rooms and
That's one of those old square houses like they used to make.
I know it. I don't know where we all slept. I'm not going.
Oh, yeah. See, now you don't hardly have time to come down here.
It was the nicest old house, and it was no road on just to go to the house.
I remember buildings over here.
Well, you would have thought they'd have built it clear back in
That's
there.
what I can't understand.
Wes Green's dad lived right over here.
Yes, I used. Well, Fred Poole is my father,
Okay.
and Opal is my mother. And her name was Ackerman before she was married. And
Yes.
we've got lots of relatives
You
and
can't see the name.
people
There we go.
that are buried here. Yeah.
And Fred was from Dowd's area.
And Opal was born in Hedrick, as far as
Okay.
I know. I never knew for a long time. But you know, Margaret wrote an obituary for her mother that she was born in Hedrick, and I didn't never know that.
Well, see all the relatives.
I know it, but how did they happen to get back down to Dowd's and get
I
married?
don't know how they got acquainted
I don't
that
either.
far. That was a long ways away.
They
them
must
days.
have, Grandpa Poole or Ackerman they must have moved down here someplace, because he was driving the Watkins wagon and the Raleigh wagon and running all over the country. And
See right over there.
grandmother's relation, her name was Salters, where she's married. A lot of people here.
Ellen and Samuel.
Uh-huh.
See my middle name.
Yeah. I don't know. Wasn't Reva Nicklin?
Home for Christmas.
Yeah.
And we didn't know what to do, and
Yeah.
Pop wanted us all to come anyway.
Water?
No thanks.
I'll have some more.
So how often did you get to Dowd's then when you lived on the farm there, Grandma? I mean, did you come into Dowd's? You came in every day, I guess, when you were going to school
Yeah, I did.
with the horse and buggy.
5 days a week.
Okay. Did you ever go anywhere? Did you always go right from school back home?
Yeah,
Did
I
ya?
couldn't even be in basketball or, you know, something like that I had to stay after school.
Because you had to get home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I never played basketball. My girls did. My girls are pretty good basketball players.
So did you have to get home and help with the farm?
Oh, no,
Help on the farm,
I
or-
didn't help with the farm.
Hardly lived there south of Dales. First time I ever went up Marshalltown. Us and Howard went up there. We didn't go together though. We rolled in there on you. It seemed to me like you got breakfast. We wouldn't went up there and expect you to get breakfast for us, would we?
When I lived in the trailer, you mean?
We had your folks with us.
Oh.
And that night, we was going to follow Howard's Bricky Gideon out of there, and they went south. The road was dusty. We got lost
Well,
out them damn hills.
oh, gee.
And your mom got sick, car sick.
My dad was the one that got sick.
Maybe both of them, I don't know.
Maybe it was, but
And, well, we finally wound up Grinnell or off in there somewhere. Yeah.
This when you lived in the trailer.
No, this
No.
this one there,
Oh,
one
when
of
I
the
was
cows there. On the
We used to have
who was you with?
hmm?
Who was you in partnership with then?
Brennick's
Brennick's
owned the place.
on
Yeah.
Brennick's place.
Yeah,
God.
yeah. When we went there, it was about 2 weeks before you had to move, the 1st of March in those days, you know. We didn't know where we was going to be even. Didn't have anything in sight.
You know, I pretty near hooked up with that Brennick.
Yeah, I remember.
Good thing I didn't. All over west there.
Yeah, a farm owned by
He probably
Brennick's.
knows what it is, what place it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm,
Pretty close to Billy's.
Art. There was Art Gummert and
God,
Art Brennick.
I got sick of that deal in a hurry. I've been working there. That's when you had to cut the weeds out of the beans. Hmm?
That
Think about
was that was no fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they expected you to do it too, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
I bet they did.
Oh boy.
Pig in the wintertime.
Cuckleburs.
They,
That place we lived on, the Brennick place, it was full of cuckleburs. They was out there cutting them.
pretty steep hills there too, wasn't there?
I know.
It was pretty steep out there.
Out east
actually.
there.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah.
There's one place kind of like a hole down in there. You just went straight down and straight up.
So that's how come I settled here.
You come from down around.
Cantrell. Lived over Cantrell then when I
Oh,
went to the Army.
I see. I didn't know you then.
Daddy had no lime truck.
Now a lot of people work at the, work at the quarry then.
Down the river here.
Oh, down the river.
Well, that's
Now we
what-
saw we saw the sign where the
Yeah.
largest quarry
I was telling you
Oh,
about
out here,
the
yeah,
quarry.
underground.
underground. Now
They're
is
up
that
to
still
Hedrick.
active?
Huh?
Is that still active?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
They're up to Hedrick now. They moved up there a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really?
They'll be up there till fall, then they'll move back down. They got a lot of rock ground ahead.
Oh, yeah.
They got about 4 or 5 quarries.
Mm-hmm.
They sell a lot of stuff. Old rock truck up and down the hill every day.
Well, see, we got a big one there at Ferguson
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
we went through
that's one
there
of the big guns.
today.
Yep. Drove right by it.
What ton of rock cost now?
Well, I
Different
don't know.
prices, different prices.
Yeah, different. You know, I get that
Different.
flagstone for decorating.